Hello, parasocial besties. Welcome back to the channel. Fun fact, there are 38 more parasocial besties to welcome to the club. Round of applause. Yay. Thank you for being here. Stay as long as you would like, hopefully forever. Because as I've said, that's part of the contract, so you are stuck here. So enjoy! So, today, what I thought would be kind of fun is to look at, instead of a person, a people. We're going to be looking at r/am I overreacting? And I'm very excited about this because I found 3 pretty interesting stories. I'm less excited about the fact that this is now the second time I've recorded this, because last night when I tried to record, I did my makeup. I felt not good because I'd already done it twice, so that was the 3rd time I did my makeup that night, and I was like, it's fine, let's go ahead and make a video. I made the video, should have not done it. That being said, we've had a practice round. I'm feeling more confident than ever about how this video is gonna go and how I'm structuring it. So we're gonna start out strong. This first one is hefty. She's a little beast. Because this is a text conversation, I'm going to be reading in voices. I hope you enjoy. When are you coming home? Let's see. Can you bring me coffee and can you help me clean before we do a movie night? I feel so exhausted. I have no energy. I don't know why. So you know what I just remembered? I can use my editing software. I'm just gonna read it in my normal voice. And editing me is gonna take care of the rest. So let's continue.
Blank, we need to clean. It'll take us 30 minutes together. It'll take me 2 hours with...
Sidebar, that is the baby. We find out that she is talking about their child together. Okay, let's go.
Plus, I feel very, very tired.
Babe, it's your turn.
Yes, it's been my turn. You owe me a lot of turns.
No, I don't.
I'm not asking you to repay me, but help me today at least. Yeah, you do.
I will wash the blame.
Sidebar again. Hi. I'm not sure what they're referring to because then they go on to talk about it like it's a bottle. So I'm not really sure why she would bleep that out unless it was some brand and for some reason was like, I don't want to, no free promo. So I don't know. But they're talking about bottles. Just so we're all on the same page here.
No, Blank, you owe me with house cleaning. I can wash bottles myself.
Can I stop texting me? I fucked up my turn here.
So I have a little inkling that he meant to say, can you stop texting me? And you fuck my turn up here. I could be wrong about the second part, but based on the way he's been a giant baby this entire time, I'm gonna say he probably blamed his wife because he doesn't even want to take accountability for the fact that he refuses to do his big boy chores and he just wants to, I don't know, off and just go do whatever. I have no idea what this man is up to. Actually, I do know. We'll keep reading. We'll find out together, kind of.
When you come home, we'll talk. You make everything a huge deal. You make a huge show out of everything. You can't just say, yes, babe, let's do it. And then we can both have a good day.
I said no, babe.
Which is true. He's not wrong. He did say no. It wasn't nice, but he did technically, a boundary for lack of a better word with himself, he did tell her no. So I guess where's the argument? Again, it's not a nice thing to do, but he's not wrong.
Blank, don't piss me off. You are not being fair.
I bought stuff, made breakfast, changed the baby's diaper. That should be enough.
You didn't even give me a clean house for my turn. Don't get me started.
Please don't make me run away from that fucking house.
Blank, you didn't do a huge thing by changing the baby. I do it 24/7.
You turned into a bully these days. You have a second every problem.
He said Uno reverse, bitch. We're actually not gonna talk about me. We're gonna talk about you, evil harpy wench bitch. You're a bully. He must have taken a course from Gabby Hanna. I think he found his inspo.
Bullies! I am the fucking victim!
I also really love that he's like, okay, here's the thing. I made breakfast. I changed our child's stinky baby butt, and that is it. And that should actually be enough for you. Like, that's great. It's like he listed those 2 things and thought, that's enough. Because I work too, as well as you, but you're a mom, and so this is kind of like your deal. It's not really my deal. You have the kids in this relationship. That's how the baby feeds. So, you know, I guess he's just stuck with you. There's really nothing I can do about it. Bye. Love you. I'm gonna go play Parcheesi with my parents.
How am I a bully by asking you to clean our home because I am tired?
I'm not coming home today. Going to my parents.
See, I told you, Parcheesi.
All I ask is to help me. If I knew you weren't gonna fucking come home, I wouldn't have come home last night. I was having a good time at my mom's, and I hate being here with you, because you are such a lazy person, and you don't want to do anything in this house.
You can go there again.
That's so mean. But he's like, bitch, I'm not gonna be home either, so I guess, like, do what you need to do.
You're coming home tonight and helping me.
And please go. Fuck off.
I'm not going to take care of the baby 24/7 and take care of the house 24/7. Will you go and have fun?
Stop texting me or I'll block you.
If you block me, it'll cause a huge fucking issue, and I won't forgive you easily, like I always do. And if you go to your parents, don't bother coming back home ever, just stay there.
So stop texting me.
Listen, I'll give this little creep credit. He is standing on business. He said, no, stop texting me. Absolutely the fuck not.
All I asked was let's clean our house and then watch a movie and look at how much of a big deal you made. You were so lazy.
And I said I'm not. We have turns for a reason.
Blank, you haven't done your fucking turn in months. You owe me.
You are not going to be Isla. I tried enough. No.
Middle finger emoji.
Fuck off.
I'm not really sure who Isla is. Just a quick insert here. If you guys know, if it's a reference to something, let me know, but I couldn't figure it out, so.
I'm not sitting here counting like you, but I am asking to help tonight, cause I told you I'm getting depressed in a disgusting house. When the fuck did you follow your turn?
I cleaned the house yesterday before Blank came.
Where did you clean?
You're blocked, you bully.
Bullies!
Okay, so 2 things. 1, that gets me every fucking time. The way he's like, blocked, you bitch. Like, no. Hold on, let's look up the definition of a bully because he could be technically correct. Let's find out. Okay, so really not necessarily. If anything, I would kind of argue that maybe he's the bully. Noun. A person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. I would argue that she is vulnerable considering she has just had this baby, and there are pretty high statistics about men like this absolutely going to town on their wives in the worst way. Chris Watts looking at you. So like, I think I would consider her vulnerable, although I don't know how vulnerable he considers her. You know what I mean? Like, at least with cases like Chris Watts, we can see all of the red flags and telltale signs. We don't really know the background of this relationship, so I'm just gonna sit here and speculate all I want. It does kind of seem like they both talk to each other like this a lot, so I don't know if he would do anything to actively harm her outside of being a dickhead in text. I don't know if he'd actually go to town. But anyway, all that to say, I would say he's the bully because she seems to be more vulnerable in this situation. That's just my opinion. Feel free to fight about it in the comments. If you think that he's more vulnerable, plot twist, 9 months after their baby was born, or if she is, and also who's doing everything in the house, but that's fine. Don't worry, we haven't gotten to that part yet, so stop asking. It's not my fault that I got ahead of myself. You guys shouldn't have asked. Point 2. So I do see her being a little bit vulnerable when she talks about how depressed the house is making her because it's disgusting. On that front, she is kind of doing something right by being like, hey, there's a reason that I'm asking you. I'm not just like pulling this out of my ass for shits and gigs, you know? I want you to help me because this is affecting me mentally and I truly respectfully cannot do this with you right now. As someone who has struggled with depression, yeah, a dirty house will fuck you up. And then basically at the end, she just says, I'm not a bully. And also you're lazy and fuck off. So now we get into the meat and taters of this whole thing, where we have the description. It's been months that I am taking care of our son, who is 9 months old, and taking care of the house and doing everything on my own. Also, I'm taking care of 60% of the bills. I am getting to the point where I want to leave my husband. Back in the day, we had turns. He would do 1 week of chores, I would do another week. It's been 6+ months that I'm doing everything, and he is spending and he is always going spending, and he is also, oh my god, duh. The grammar in this is not the best, and I feel like I'm having a fucking stroke. It's been 6+ months that I'm doing everything, and he is always going spending time with his family. We did it. Every little argument we have, he goes to mommy. We had a conversation recently. He said he would help me more, and he hasn't. Today, he made breakfast. Eggs. And he won't stop talking about it. Am I being a bully? I just feel exhausted. First off, eggs. Those are the easiest thing on the planet to make. And this is no shade to someone who can't cook because, like, my repertoire is eggs and Bisquick pancakes. That's what you got, all right? I don't like cooking. The last time I tried to cook, I actually tried to bake something and I literally started the fire. This woman does not belong in the kitchen. Sorry, she's gonna burn that shit down. And who's gonna pay for it? You, I guess, dear husband in this scenario. So keep me out of the kitchen. Otherwise, we're gonna be buying a new house every few months. Remember that. Right. Eggs. So this is, again, no shade to someone who doesn't know how to cook because it is hard. I do understand some people have disabilities. That's fine. You're not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about this little degenerate here who doesn't know how to do a damn thing outside of cook eggs and decides to take that all the way to the bank because that's the most impressive thing he has to offer, which is actually really alarming, and I'm so sorry, girl boss, that you have to deal with this. That sucks. Are you being a bully? Yes? I think the way you talk to him is intentionally kind of intimidating. Not intimidating like I'm gonna beat your ass, but like her tone was a little threatening. There was a threatening aura to it. I think she did it out of necessity because I feel like this man just does not listen. In fact, I can read that he does not listen. So like as someone who used to feel like that's how I had to talk to anybody before therapy to get them to listen to me, I felt like the only way you could get people to listen to you was by being a bitch. Therapy has taught me that's actually not the case. And you should probably not be doing that if you really would like friends. So, oops. But the fact remains, I don't think that like you are a bully. I think you are aggressive with how you talk, but I also think that it's just been necessitized by this relationship because it does seem as though that this is just kind of how you talk to each other. So maybe knock that shit off. Maybe seek counseling or something. I can't imagine that this guy would go, but you can go. You can go for yourself because you'll learn how to respond better. And he'll either get so frustrated that hopefully he'll leave, or he'll play ball and actually follow your lead, decides, oh, maybe I am being a giant jerk ass, and stop. Who knows? Hopefully, probably not, but you know, sending you good vibes. As far as you're overreacting, I think if maybe there was a little more emotional maturity, I would say yes, you're overreacting. And this sounds really shady, and I don't freaking mean it that way, but I think based on what feels like maybe a less than average maturity level for someone who's literally taking care of another life and raising another human at home, you should probably get that figured out because we don't need to raise another person to act like his father. We need loving, compassionate humans on this earth, please and thank you. I think you're not overreacting based on where you kind of seem to be in life, but I think if you go to therapy one day, you'll look back at this and be like, oh fuck, I way overreacted. I shouldn't have even taken the first bait that he threw me. I should have just said, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. You know, that's my 2 cents. Okie dokie, next one. Okay, buckle in. This next one's kind of long. Am I overreacting for wanting to end things with my wife after finding emails she sent to an ex-boyfriend? My 34 male wife, 36 female, and I have been together for 12 years. We've both come from prior relationships where we've been cheated on and have had discussions with each other that cheating is a deal breaker for both of us. No exceptions. Good rule. I accidentally stumbled across an email in her inbox between her and an ex-boyfriend, where they'd recently reconnected via email and have shared a flurry of emails with each other about what's happened over the last 13 years. After finding the first message, I went into full detective mode to see if there was anything I was missing. We came across emails in her sent box that she had written to him going as far back as 2020. Below are the emails. Tap the brakes here, son. Don't snoop. Don't do it. Because now, yes, you found her out, but like, that's how you want to do it? How are you going to go to her with clean paws and be like, hey, so I was going through your email for some fucking reason and found this email. Would you please elaborate? And then, you know, let her do her thing. Let her lie if she's going to lie. For me personally, the first email that I see would have been more than enough for me. I don't vibe with the idea of snooping, specifically because it's like, if your relationship is one where you can't just ask, maybe we need to reassess why you guys are in a relationship at all. Hot take. Perhaps that in and of itself should have been a big ol' red flag that you felt the need to snoop because you felt like she would maybe lie to you. So I don't love that he didn't feel like he could approach his wife, but I don't know, to each their own, do what you need to do, I guess. August 14th, 2020, 9:44 p.m. Subject: hey, I've thought of you and your smile more than once and contemplated what a friendship with you might mean to my current relationship. That's not good. I genuinely hope that you and your family are safe. I don't really know what else to say. It's odd wanting to launch into life conversation when there's a gap spanning several years. 13 years? It's more than several. That's an entire child. Yet thinking that it somehow wouldn't matter, that there is a level of mutual understanding that words can't comprehend. Regardless, I wish you all the best. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to be reading the times again, and they're very important. Pay attention. December 19th, 2020, 7:52 p.m. Subject: was thinking of you. I hope you and your family are well and have weathered this nightmare of a year. Best wishes. December 19th, 2020, 9:41 p.m. Subject: I doubt you're here anymore. But I think about you recently more than usual and figured, what the hell? Give it a try. Don't figure that. He's married and so are you. And also give what a try? Friendship? If you happen to be who I'm looking for, I'm sorry. I'm healthier now. And I sincerely hope you're happy because you deserve every bit of it. For what it's worth, you will always remain in my memory and thoughts. I'd say prayers, but I think we both know how I feel about that. I don't believe you when you say you're healthier now. Why are you texting him then? Like, if you're healthier and you're feeling good about life and good about your relationship, one, why aren't you telling your husband, hey, I want to reach out? I think that I don't like him, but I just kind of miss our friendship. Like, we had a good friendship dynamic, but the relationship was did not like each other. And you know what? To each their own. But like just reaching out to an ex 13 years later doesn't feel like a very healthy thing to do, mentally or emotionally, or relationship wise either. Because hi, your freaking husband found your emails, you dumb donkey. July 26, 2024, 8:47 p.m. There's been a gap. Subject: hey, just wondering how you're doing. He said to reach out if I got to a place where it didn't hurt to be friends. I think I'm there. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you and your family are well. Heart emoji. Quick question. When did he say that? When did he tell you to reach out? When you were ready to be friends and only friends? Because was that 13 years ago and you've been fighting this urge for 13 years? In which case, I'm so sorry to your husband. Like, is he the one that got away? I'm not judging. I'm just kind of asking for a friend here because I do feel like I need a little bit of backup information. I think it'd be a little bit weird if in 3 more years my ex reached out to me and was like, hey, LOL, I know we haven't talked in 13 years. What's up, girl? How's it been? How's the fam? Like, no? Can I help you, sir? We don't talk, and that's for a reason. Can you fuck off? Bye. So I wonder if that's what's going on, and that's why he didn't answer the last few times, according to OP, or if he did and she just deleted them, and during those text conversations, perhaps he said, reach out when you can stop getting horny on me. OP continues. The first 3 emails resulted in no response from her ex. But the final email caught his attention, and they had some back and forth where they caught up on where they were in life and their current relationships with their significant others, kids, etc. The last message received was from the ex a little under a month ago, where he asks, what makes my wife reach out after all this time? 13 years. They could have had an illegitimate 13-year-old by now. There had been no response back from my wife, and I feel like this is just because she initially went fishing to see what was out there and was disappointed to learn that he was happily married with kids and has yet to craft up some story about why she reached out to him. I feel like this whole thing has a number of red flags, such as 1. Initiating multiple messages to their ex that they haven't spoken to in 13 years. 2. Keeping all of this hidden from me. 3. Telling the ex she's been thinking of his smile and of him quite often. Seems like blatantly leading them on. Ending some of the emails with that fucking heart emoji. Wife openly stating in the email that they are questioning what a friendship with their ex would mean to my wife's current relationship. And 6. Most of these emails were sent later in the evening when I know she's most definitely had a few drinks in her. Am I overreacting for feeling this is definitely some degree of cheating and wanting to end things? I get that they're just emails, but it seems so damn wrong. Okay, to answer your initial question right now, I don't think you are. I would be curious to hear what boundaries you guys have set up. I mean, it sounds like you kind of had firm ones, but maybe she thought that she found a loophole being like, well, I wasn't cheating. Like, we didn't kiss. We didn't even meet up. All we did was send these emails. There was nothing to be worried about. Personally, I think that if you feel betrayed, yeah, if you feel like it's cheating, it's cheating. I don't think that there should be any one definition because each situation is different. And also, I would feel that way specifically because of the part where she's like, I wonder what this would mean for my marriage. Am I being naughty? Are we gonna get a divorce? Because you still secretly love me and you'll leave your wife and kids for me and we can ride off in the sunset together? Weird, don't do that. But no, you're not overreacting. Your wife's being a shady little shit. And yes, don't snoop, okay? But also, say something. See what happens. Let the chips fall, I guess, at this point. Good luck. Hopefully the divorce goes smooth. Okay, so last one. Am I overreacting? My best friend asked me to be her personal attendant at her wedding instead of a bridesmaid. I have a lot of questions as far as what the fuck is an attendant. I would like to attend. I don't want to attend to you. I want to attend the event. Thank you. But I don't want to attend to you because that sounds like a hellacious time. And also it feels like I'm not getting paid for this, so I'm not really interested. A little context. My best friend and I, both female 31, have known each other since 2nd grade. She's my longest and dearest and best friend, although we haven't lived in the same state since we were 13, and like any normal, healthy adult relationship, communication ebbs and flows throughout the years, so we're not in constant communication every single day. Although, I would say that that doesn't change the status of our friendship, and I still consider her one of my closest friends, and that doesn't change the fact that we've been each other's longest friends. I'll call this friend Christy. Dude, I don't think Christy thinks you're best friends. I think that you might be over romanticizing your relationship, which is easy to do, but when I first read this, I did think that I was being trolled just a little bit. I thought that it was the outline to that movie Bridesmaid, you know, where Kristen Wiig like goes feral because she wants to be her bestie's bestie, but her bestie has a new bestie, even though Kristen was like lifelong bestie. You know what I mean? You've seen the movie. And if you haven't, I don't know, watch it. I don't care. Live your life. Point is, I thought it was that. It's not. If I would have just read one extra paragraph, I would have figured it out. I thought it was a little bit funny, so I did want to share. We also have another friend, we'll call him Micah, who's been one of our best friends since around 5th grade, and the three of us were best friends growing up all throughout childhood and high school into adulthood. A few weeks ago, Christy got engaged. She sent me a package in the mail with a box that says, "Will you be my personal attendant?" with a pajama set with my name on it that's the same color as her bridesmaid's dresses, and a note saying, "I can't picture my special day without you in it." Or next to it, she got a pajama set. What is she gonna do? So yeah, you're gonna have your special day with her adjacent, but it does not appear as though you want her in it. I texted her and told her I got her package. She sent me this text, quote, "So I wanted to explain what that meant. You're definitely part of the bridal party, of course, but the only difference is that you won't be next to me during the ceremony. And the only reason for that is because Micah is the groom's personal attendant, and he won't be up next to the groom because he'll be playing guitar during the ceremony, and we didn't want a mismatch of the numbers." Do they mean like of the numbers standing up there? Because you can just add Micah and Kristen Wiig to your side, and then the numbers are again symmetrical. So I don't really know what the hiccup here is, unless you wanted like 4 and 4. But then at that point, clearly Kristen thinks you're best fucking friends. You might want to cut one of the other girls out just to avoid situations like this. Or not, it's your wedding. I mean, fucking who cares? Do what you want, Christy. It's not my money, and I don't believe in making people your bridesmaids or maid of honors just because you feel obligated. I'm just saying maybe don't ask at all for them to be of any status in your bridal party. But in my heart, you're definitely a bridesmaid. I hope you know that. I love you, and I want you to be a part of my special day, and I want you to feel loved and not feel like your role isn't important. Babe, what is my role? You haven't really given me a job description. And also, job implies I'm getting paid, so are you gonna fucking pay me? Or I say, get the jammy set and book it. You just got free jams. You just got invited to an event. You can call her back and be like, yeah, I'm not going to attend to you, but I will show up and I am going to have a good time and I am going to get drunk at the open bar. Kisses! Am I overreacting for being a little offended by this request? First, isn't it the maid of honor's duty to do what the personal attendant does? That's what I think, but again, I don't really know your job description, and I'm not sure that Christy knows your job description either. Like, fix the bride's hair and makeup and dress. I wouldn't mind helping with those things, but to be told that I won't be a bridesmaid, I think I would rather just be invited as a guest. Of course, I know it isn't about me, and I love my friend and want to celebrate her special day with her, but I find it a little odd to explicitly tell me I'm not a bridesmaid, or the fact that Micah and I are her oldest, closest friends, and we're not technically part of the wedding party. And it almost feels like she's employing us, him as her wedding singer and me as her assistant. Right, okay, so that's the difference between oldest and closest, because I have plenty of old friends. Are they my close friends? Absolutely not. My partner is trying to help me see logic in this. Like, it really is just about her not wanting to have an imbalance of who's standing with her at the ceremony. But am I overreacting, thinking as her best friend since 2nd grade, I should be a little offended by this request to be a personal attendant in lieu of a bridesmaid? Or is it just a title? I don't think you're overreacting, because I think that's a really shitty and stupid thing for Christy to do. As I said, I say, take that PJ set and get the hell out of Dodge. At this point, again, I'm showing up to the wedding for good vibes and good hors d'oeuvres, okay? That's why I'm there now. You pissed me off, but I do like to party, so I shall be attending still. And then maybe cut her loose after that. Get her a $20 Amazon gift card. I got you a present. Stop trying to make people do free labor for you because your maid of honor doesn't seem to want to do it. I don't know. Aggressive. I'm so sorry. I don't know where that came from. No, honestly, I think that it was shady as hell for Christy to try and make her personal assistant of the day of sorts and try and send her a consolation prize. To OP's point, I so would have rather have just gotten an invite. Fuck it, man. Just invite me to the wedding. I'm glad to be there. Again, I appreciate the PJ set, but don't ever do that shit again because that's super rude. Christy, you're in the wrong. But I'm always open to other perspectives. If you'd like to join us over at the Parasocial Bestie Club, subscribe. Don't think about what I said about it being a lifelong contract. I lied. Just hit the button. Don't think about it. It's okay. We'll talk about it next time you show up to the video, okay? Perfect. Like, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.